Hello, spooky crew. Our tote bag drawing is officially closed, and we just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who entered. We are so grateful for the love and the support, and we have loved reading your reviews. Missed the tote? No worries. We're still sending out high-quality vinyl stickers while supplies last. Just email us proof of your rating and review along with your mailing address to thespookydarlings@gmail.com, and we'll get one headed your way. Quick promise, your address is only for mailing the sticker. No emails, no selling info, no funny business, just spooky gratitude. Thanks again for supporting the show. You are the reason we do this.
You're listening to The Spooky Darlings. I'm Haley.
I'm Nettie.
I'm Emily.
And today is our follow-up Friday.
Yay. Okay. Real quick, we want to talk to you about our sticker promo, this fun thing we have going on, just to say thank you to our listeners. To anyone who has left a review, all you need to do is take a screenshot of your review and email the screenshot to us at thespookydarlings@gmail.com along with your mailing address, and we will send you a high-quality Spooky Darlings sticker for your water bottle, for your laptop, any place you want to put it. Did I miss anything about the sticker promo? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Anyone who we send a sticker to, anyone who has left a review that sends, that enters the promo, is entered into a drawing for a free The Spooky Darlings canvas tote bag.
They're cute.
And this is for a limited time only. So get those reviews in. We've had some new ones come in. We've really enjoyed it. We've been sending off some stickers to people. And so thank you so much. We love reading the reviews. And all right, so follow-up Friday today. Anyone watch any new scary movies that we want to talk about? I know I did, but I don't need to go first.
Emily, did you watch anything?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Emily, come on. You have one job. I mean, you have lots of jobs, but
Sorry, guys.
one job when it comes to scary movies, and that is to watch one. Watch one. Oh, Haley, what do you want to tell us what you watched?
Okay. I don't think I talked about this on the last one, but so I did watch Wolfman 2025, which I thought was going to be a lot more cheesy than it was. I was pleasantly surprised by it. So just, like your Wolfman movie, but this one takes place in Oregon. Actually, didn't seem incredibly far from here where we are in Northeast Oregon. And it has the blonde gal she was in Ozarks. She did the scam one, Becoming. Yeah, and she was also in Weapons.
Oh, yeah. Ruth from Ozark. I remember her. Mm-hmm. Jordan loves that scene where she is shouting that she's going to kill somebody. It was like,
oh.
Mm-hmm.
I never watched Ozark.
Yeah, I only watched the first half of the first season, but she's just a great actress and she did a good job in this movie.
Did you say she was in Weapons?
She's also in Weapons.
Is she the one that plays the doctor?
She's the teacher.
The teacher. Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about. She was in you said the scam one, the Laura,
Becoming Amy. Delphine.
Yeah.
I
know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, where she just scammed a bunch of rich people. And then I've also watched
hundreds.
And then I've also watched Black Phone because Black Phone 2 is out and I want to see that.
I also watched Black Phone.
And?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was, I remember when it came out and I like scary movies, but I tend to not really want to see just more of the same, Freddy Krueger, Jason. I feel like I've seen so many of those that they kind of all end up being the same. And I just thought with the mask and stuff, it was going to be similar, but it was not. Mm-hmm. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Emily, I think you'd like it.
Okay, so I can't remember if I watched it or not. Sorry, I'm trying to turn my light on. I'm really struggling here. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. I can make edits. I'm just hoping to minimize the number of edits I need to make.
I just realized that you guys have such a bright screen and I just wanted to turn my light on. Okay, so I thought I had seen Black Phone, but I don't remember what it's about. So maybe I haven't seen it.
It's a kid gets kidnapped, put into a basement, and this phone is, spoiler alert, people, this movie came out a few years ago, though. The phone is making phone calls from the dead. And he's kept in this basement. Is that sounding familiar at all?
I think I saw it.
The previous victims.
Yeah.
And it was with Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
And when are we going to go see Black Phone 2? Because we should go. It's not.
We might even need to go to Wild Horse. I don't know if it'll come to this theater.
It's at Wild Horse now. It's not on the coming soon list for our theater here. So I think we should just pick a night and go over to Wild Horse.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, I am 98% sure that I saw it and liked it.
So grab a scary movie friend, and we'll just bring a cardboard cutout of you.
You know who? My daughter, Julia, is probably my best scary movie friend. I'll see if she'll go watch it with me.
Yay. She'd love it.
Yeah.
Do a rewatch.
If she hasn't watched the first one, you guys should watch that one together.
I bet we watched the first one together because she's the only person that will watch scary movies with me. I bet that I watched it with her already, but I'll do all those things, all the things.
Yay. Okay, and then one I just watched, I just finished it this morning actually, Bring Her Back. And it's like 2 Australian directors. This one was just so crazy. And there were a couple parts where I just like gagged. And it was really, I want to watch it again because I feel like there's stuff that I missed because I was like so distracted by like some other points of the movie. But it was really, really crazy.
Okay, I sat next to a horror fan.
Crazier than Talk to Me. You got what?
On my flight back from Portland, the kid next to me, he was like he was like a 27 or 28-year-old. He newlywed and he wasn't sitting by his wife. And we talked about all the A24 horror films. And he said that was a good one. And he also said he's going to listen to our podcast. I hope he does. Hey, seatmate.
Hey, friend who sat next to our sister.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see both Talk to Me and Bring Her Back are on my list. Didn't you say Talk to Me is almost like Monkey's Paw, kind of based on it?
No, that's wrong. It's not Monkey's Paw. It's the hand of the embalmed hand that supposedly belonged to a medium, like takes over your body with another spirit or demon.
Scary.
And so it's not Monkey's Paw.
Well, I went away last weekend with my husband. He had a law conference thing over in Coos Bay. So I got to sit in the hotel and watch some scary movies. And I couldn't get Netflix to work or like any of our, streaming devices. So I watched what was on TV. And so I started watching a movie called Blackwater Lane. And the whole time I'm like, this doesn't really feel, I think it was billed as a horror movie. It didn't feel like a horror movie to me. It felt suspense. And the whole time I was like, I know this story. It's so familiar. And so I looked it up afterwards. It has Minka Kelly, who I just think is one of the prettiest actresses. She's just so pretty. It had Dermot Mulroney in it. And then it had that other actress that was in Lost. She was like the tall, blonde, thin girl from the TV show Lost. She's been in a ton of stuff, but Maggie something. Maggie. Anyways, she was in it too. It was okay. I found out afterwards that it was based on The Breakdown by B.A. Paris, which I loved the book. And it just felt really different than the book, though. And they changed the name. Instead of The Breakdown, it was Blackwater Lane. And it was good, though. It was. It felt like a Lifetime movie, if I'm being honest. But it was good in that way. And I think I thought it was a Lifetime movie until I looked it up.
Well, those were fun, though.
And then I watched a movie called The Hypnotic Eye with Jacques Bergerac, like from the 50s, where he plays a hypnotist. And all of these girls are either dying or mutilating themselves. So it's called The Hypnotic Eye. And so he's basically a hypnotist that hypnotizes these girls to then come to him. And this like really sharp reporter, like female reporter, realizes what's going on. So she gets the detectives to come to a show with her, but then she gets hypnotized by him. And anyways, it was kind of fun.
Ooh.
And I saw, so there's like a beautiful actress in it that plays like Jacques Bergerac's evil assistant. And she had one of those like star
need an evil
stickers.
assistant.
Oh gosh, yeah, she was so pretty. She had like one of those star stickers on her face. So I took a photo and sent it to Lorelai and I was like, oh my gosh, look, this was like before the pimple patches of today that are all, like shaped. She's like, Mom, people have been putting stickers on their face or like painting little shapes on their face for centuries. I was like, well, I've been schooled. I will
Thanks for telling us, Lola.
If I remember, I'll put the photo of it on the Instagram, on the socials. I just have to remember to send it to our social media person. Yeah. And then there was one more one more movie I watched that was a French film about a man. I can't remember the name of it, but it was another it was a similar thing. Like the hypnotic guy, it turns out that the beautiful assistant was actually wearing a mask. And underneath it, she had a very scarred face. So her whole thing was to hypnotize people and get them to scar themselves. So everyone would look like her. She wanted all the women all the pretty girls in the world to like have scarred faces too. And then the movie right after it was about a famous doctor, or like a really well-known doctor.
I was hoping you were going to say it was Scarface.
That would have been
poignant. That would have been poignant. It's possible that the French title, whatever it was, translated to this. But it was about a guy whose daughter got into a car accident. So he spends years trying to do a face transplant for his daughter. But he ends up kidnapping girls who look like her and then removing their faces and trying to put them on his daughter.
Oh, buddy, I don't think he's seen the final results of the first successful face transplant.
Well, this was a fictional...
It's not Face Off.
But it turns out the daughter, he has her come and watch the procedures, and she finally develops such a conscience about it that she lets the last victim go, like unties her, and she runs off. And he had all these dogs that he was keeping and he was doing experiments on the dogs, and the final act the girl does is freeze all the dogs, and the final scene is the doctor getting mauled to death by the dogs, and she saves the last girl whose face was about to be cut off.
She frees them like Frees. I thought you meant you said her final act was she frees. Somehow I thought Freeze. And I was like, how did she?
No, because I would have said freezes.
Well, listen.
And maybe I did.
Yeah.
Or maybe put him in a freezer.
Neither of those things should happen. Sorry, I got confused. I'm with you now.
I feel like I watched another scary movie, like purposely. Oh, well, I watched Black Phone. Maybe that was it.
I watched Ed Gein Monster, and that was pretty crazy. I don't know. It's not accurate for listeners who are looking to watch it. Just make sure you fact check so you know what is real and what Ryan Murphy put in there.
Ryan, he's always adding things.
Scoundrel.
I did start watching Something Wicked This Way Comes, but I only got about 20 minutes in. I was watching it with my youngest, and he started to feel super sick, and we had to postpone the remainder of the movie.
Oh,
poor kiddo.
Poor guy. I did watch Halloween Town when you mentioned something wicked this way comes.
Oh, I loved Halloween Town.
I remember what it was that I watched. So Halloween Town stars Kimberly Brown, who I was always told when I taught high school years ago, all the high school kids were like, you look like the girl from Halloween Town. And so then I realized she was in Rose Red, which is like, a Stephen King book that was turned into a trilogy in the 90s or something. So I rewatched Rose Red with my daughter Natalie. We took 3 nights and split it up. And it's actually really spooky. It's very like Haunting of Hill's House mixed with a little bit of, there's another movie that came out recently, a little bit of like the, mind control, almost like Firestarter type thing. I think Stephen King loves to write about kids that can do things with their minds. Because I'm pretty sure Firestarter, which is a Stephen King, Carrie. There's another one, Rose Red, that like he loves the Children of the Corn. Do they have mind control in Children of the Corn, or is that?
I think they just kill their parents.
Just kill.
I haven't seen that movie in like 30 years.
I don't remember what they do. I just remember they had like old-timey names and they hid in the cornfields.
Malachi's scary.
Yeah.
I wonder if Rose Red would be a movie Zane would watch with me. Would it be okay to watch with Zane?
I think so.
Okay.
Especially because it's like the cleaned up TV version, It is scary, but it was really good. I really liked it. Yeah, in other news, it turns out that Florida man is thought to have started the Palisades fire. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Yeah. Florida man has been so busy. I don't know how he was even out of jail because of all the crimes he commits in Florida all the time. Anyways, I'm just kidding about that. But yeah, it's a guy from Florida, and I can't, remember, I didn't write down his name off the top of my head, but he apparently like is on video running away from the Palisades fire and then turning back. And it showed that he tried to call 911 a couple of times. But yeah, it was intentionally set by a guy from Florida. Or maybe not intentionally, but it was human caused.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah. Too bad. So, Conjuring House news. So last time we talked about how Conjuring House was for sale. Mm-hmm. A bunch of people were trying to raise money so Jason Hawes could buy it, like he was doing a GoFundMe. And then they were like, oh, never mind, it's sold. Well, it turns out it actually didn't sell. I mean, it did. Someone bought the debt that the bank owned because the bank, so basically the last owner couldn't make the payments. So the bank was putting it up for auction. But what happens is anything the bank makes over what they are owed, they have to give back to the previous owner. Mm-hmm. So someone else came in and bought the bank debt. So now so they own the house, but what they own is the loan and it's still going up for auction. Mm-hmm. So it's still going up for auction. I don't know if the auction is set for Halloween like it originally was, but Jason Hawes is still doing his GoFundMe. He said he will match donations up to $1 million. And I think that there was some donor that anonymously donated $400,000 to it. So he just has to raise $600,000. And then, anyway, Conjuring House turns out might still be bought up by Jason Hawes. And I mean, truthfully, what I've noticed is most of the paranormal community is supporting this action. There's one guy that's like, hey, why you shouldn't support Jason Hawes on TikTok. And he's like, he's not even giving you a free t-shirt. He's not offering you like a discount. He doesn't need your money. He could like sell his t-shirts. He could like sell equipment. And that's his reasoning. And I was like, I mean, I did not donate to the GoFundMe, let me be clear, but I totally encourage other people to if they want, if it's something important to them.
I wish.
Yeah. So that guy's review was a very t-shirt focused.
He was really into t-shirts.
He's like, why is he selling merch?
He's like, he should give you t-shirts. Also, he could sell his own t-shirts.
Yeah.
Those were his. Yeah. Those were his reasonings. I did start recording on that, right?
Yeah, you did a whole thing where you're like, oh, I can keep my headphones on, and then you move the
right.
thing.
Okay. I did. Thank you, Haley. Oh, right. But on the same vein of famous haunted places for sale, Pennhurst, which do you guys know about Pennhurst at all? It's in Pennsylvania, and it's this basically an asylum where it was for, I think, built in the early 1900s for epileptics and like disabled children. And this was back when they felt like disabled people should not be a part of society. Mm-hmm. And people were not treated well there. And then eventually it like opened up as a place for kids with disabilities and people with epilepsy, which, awful. But they were like, let's keep them away from society. And then it turned into a place where they were then putting female criminals and then just anyone who they felt needed to be in the insane asylum, and they were not treated well. It was way overcrowded. It shut down in like the 80s, or maybe I think it was the 80s by the time it finally shut down. And then I think it was abandoned for a few years, and then it's been run as like a haunted attraction. And anyone who's been there has said it's like one of the most active places.
Say the name of it again.
Pennhurst Asylum. Like Pennhurst. But the owners are in the process of selling it. It's going to be torn down if this goes through, and it will be turned into a data center.
No.
And the owners have been like, no, it's happening. It's expensive to run. It's expensive. It's like, we can make
a money pit.
I don't know how much money they're going to make selling it, but I know that the data center is something like, it's in the billions. And I would just be silly because I want to say 5 billion, but part of me wants to say 25 billion. I feel like there's a 5 involved. 0.5 billion? Some number involving billion is the cost.
Listeners,
of the
if
data
you know
center.
the number, email us at thespookydarlings@gmail.com.
Yes.
We're not going to look it up.
Yeah, I might later. But okay, also in news, the Louvre was robbed on Sunday.
Nice.
Why was your reaction nice, Haley?
Because that takes a lot of cleverness and planning.
Well, apparently,
And I respect those traits in people.
apparently, this is what everyone's saying in the news is that actually the Louvre has terrible security. They didn't even have like 35 of the rooms. It was like 75% of the rooms have video cameras. 35% don't or something. I don't know how that math works.
So bad security, I'm not as impressed as I was.
Bad security. And because the Louvre is in a historic building, they couldn't upgrade the windows. So it was like old timey windows. So some guy just pulls up in a truck with a ladder, like 4 guys. They climb the ladder. They, look all official. They're wearing like official vests. They have a saw. They saw through the window. They just run in. They're in and out in like 12 minutes. And as they're leaving, like someone drops a crown on the street. So like this old, like Napoleonic crown of some queen is like just rattling, doing like little circles on the street as it falls out of the bag, and they jump on a motorcycle and they're gone.
Wait,
It's gone.
Did they grab the crown before they left?
No, the crown, they left the crown, but they had like a brooch, other crowns, tiaras, necklaces.
Wow.
And so everyone's saying that most likely this will all be melted down and just like chopped up because you can't sell these famous pieces. No one's going to buy them.
I mean, there's so much though, like black market art that is sold, and it's just like sketchy rich people that buy stolen
That have
stuff.
warehouses full of,
They're like, look what I have in my basement.
I can't imagine them melting it down. They could sell it on the black market, I'm sure.
for sure. Depending on who these people are.
Yeah. Well, my favorite
They're
theory,
melters? Who knows?
My favorite theory was this girl on TikTok that's like, my theory is this has been 10 years in the planning, and it is a really rich lady, and she wants those jewels just for herself, for her closet. And she like went into this whole thing about how she hired the Pink Panthers because apparently the Pink Panthers is like a really huge organization with like 400 thieves. So it doesn't matter how many you catch, there's always more.
Yeah. Because it's panthers, plural.
But the detective, so my very favorite TikTok I've seen on all of this is the detective that they've put in charge of solving it. He is the best dressed. I mean, he's French, first of all. So I was like, well, that's just how Frenchmen dress. But I have to show you because it is almost insane how handsome and well dressed he is. Detective, hold on, I have to look it up. I meant to have it ready. Detective Louvre heist. This is him. First I'll show Haley, then I'll show you. That's the detective. Doesn't he look like he's like in a movie?
Yeah. He needs to be in a movie.
He's dressed so sharp and he looks like he's 22. Here I come, Emmy.
Oh, yeah. He's like a dapper fellow.
I mean,
That's
the way
a
he has
very,
his
very
hat.
nice suit.
They were probably like, hey, we're going to put you on lead on this. And he's like, wait. Let me get my,
Or
let me
they're
get my
like,
uniform.
look, you dress really great every day, and this is going to be a high-profile case. Will you please be the lead? And he was like, yes, but only if I can wear my hat like this.
He was like, we.
And then he tipped it over one eye.
Yes, it's so great. Anyway, I love that.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that listened to the song You're So Vain without knowing it was about James Taylor and was like, how do I replicate the outfit she's talking about?
Yes.
I don't know. I just think that's apparently how the French dress. All of them. So, anyway, in other news, Diddy got sentenced 4 years in prison.
Boo.
Apparently, he asked DJT for a, what do you call it? Pardon? And I believe DJT said no, but he might be getting, I don't know. I actually meant to look it up before I talked about it.
Blissful moment, I forgot who DJT was.
You know what's funny is I, for the life of me, was like, Donald Jr. Trump? What is the J?
I was like, somebody justice?
No. Somehow in my mind, I went to JTT and I was like, what would he be asking JTT for? Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
You know what's weird?
Because he is the king of Hollywood and he needs a pardon from him.
I looked up JTT yesterday. I was like, JTT now. I want to know what he looks like. Why aren't we seeing him in movies?
What a small
I
world.
looked him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Donna Adelson. We talked about her on a few FUFs ago. Life in prison. Her sentencing finally came through.
All right.
And what else? Oh, Ellen Greenberg. She's the woman who, I know you know the case. If it's not coming to your mind, it will in a minute. Who somehow stabbed herself to death in the head and neck over 30 times. And they were like,
okay, that one is horrific.
Murder. And then they were like, wait, suicide. And then several years go by and they're like, wait, we're going to look at this again. Still ruled suicide. Something is so fishy with that.
Weird.
Super fishy. They were like,
it is just
stab wounds to the back of her neck and head. And like,
yeah.
It just seems crazy.
It just seems impossible.
Wasn't there like footage of a relative of the fiance going in or something? Like, there's just so much shady stuff. Listen, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me because I get my news from TikTok.
Where did this happen again?
East Coast somewhere.
Because I mean, like, if East Coast, we know there's tons of like, at least in the Canton case with Karen Reed, all of that corruption, and they are still trying to go after Karen Reed, even though that it has just totally been proven that she's innocent. It's just crazy.
It's crazy. And they're still trying to get into her phone. But her lawyers are like, no, you seized her phone for a completely different case. And in the seizure of her phone, you said you would not be asking for her passwords. And so now you're asking for her passwords about a different case that has nothing to do with why you seized her phone. So they should just be giving that stuff back to her at this point.
Also, like, you guys, the call is coming from inside the house. It's also corrupt. It's crazy. So I just wonder if maybe it's kind of the same thing. It could be protecting who knows who.
Yeah. Ellen Greenberg was in Philadelphia. I looked it up.
Yes, I was right. East Coast. Oh, yes. Thank you. No, Philadelphia.
So I don't know if you guys watched this documentary. I watched the yogurt shop murders.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet, but I've been following.
Because in September, they said that they have a genetic link to a serial killer with DNA from the crime scene. This documentary came out in March. And so I'm just wondering a little bit of like the publicity of this documentary maybe helped get that genetic testing done.
Maybe it was that push they needed to.
But there was also like watching the documentary, like, the fire was set, that destroyed evidence. The firemen came in with their fire hoses, hosed everything down. That destroyed more evidence. And so there was just not a ton to go on. But also there was this detective on their police force, Hector Palenko, who was known for having 100% closure rate on his cases, which is actually not always a great sign because of police intimidation and all of that. And there's
corruption in general.
There's a lot of evidence that the false confessions, the confessions that they got on that case were false confessions. From Hector Palenko's interrogation style, also kind of inexplicably, two poor Mexican men who were questioned by the police in Mexico, and they gave false confessions to the yogurt shop murders. And then when this detective Johnson was looking over it, he was like, no, these guys didn't do it, because a confession means only so much if what you're confessing to matches with the case. Right. And so there were certain things like the amount of money taken from the till that didn't match up, and certain aspects of the crime of what did you use to light the fire that didn't match up. And so then you see video footage of these poor men just crying with relief because they're they put bags over our heads and they beat us until we just signed these pre-written confessions. Awful. But unfortunately, still these I can't remember their names, and so I don't know if this documentary even updates with the new update in September of that new DNA from the serial killer.
I wonder.
But there's footage of some of these guys getting off of death row, and it's just so crazy. And I forgot the name of this serial killer that they found, but like, who cares about that loser? I'm just glad that maybe some of these families like actually can get some closure from that information. But he killed himself in 1999.
Yeah.
And the yogurt shop murders were in 1992.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is.
Anyways, that's just been on my mind.
Yeah. So, my house is haunted, according to my friend who sees ghosts. I mean, we already knew that from my friend that wrote letters in about staying the night, but she came over a couple nights ago and was like, girl, there is something going on in front of your garage. It is the creepiest thing. So she asked me after, when she was leaving, she's like, bring out your EMF reader. Right where she said she felt the chill, EMF reader went crazy. And then she was like, also, that weird skeleton that you have, that's haunted. I'm like, I just bought that from Walmart. She's like, go take your EMF reader, go up there and hold it up. And actually, the EMF reader was kind of going on around all my skeletons. So I want to know what happens. They're like fake skeletons, guys, like Walmart, Rite Aid back in the day. I want to take them all down and
she
see
didn't Ed Gein it and go dig up a bunch of dead bodies and hang them from her balcony. She did not do that.
I did not.
No.
Anyways, it was just kind of funny because she was in her car safely, like telling me where to go. And then I'd come towards her. She'd be like, get away from me. I don't want to know if there's a spirit in my car. And she'd roll up the window. But right where she said the two spots, she said there were two spots, one in my driveway, one in the garage where she felt the chills, where she felt like, okay, there's something weird here. And she just kind of has that like clairsentience. She always feels like when there's creepy vibes, and we'll go ask, like every time we've been at a hotel together, she'll go ask, and they're like, we've had lots of reportings about haunting here.
Like
someone
the three
died
of us
here.
just did in Portland.
Yes, very similar, very similar. But she always just like feels it, and so she was telling me, and yes, my EMF reader was going off. So she either is sensing ghosts or sensing electromagnetic waves caused by other things that I haven't detected yet. So, anyways, Margie.
If we've wrapped it up on the news, can I share a listener email?
Yes, of course.
So you guys know, and I mean, you guys have already read this, but I'm going to share it for our listeners. In our last cryptid episode, the Connecticut cryptids, we got some information from a pretty awesome book, called Connecticut Cryptids.
I bought it
by. Oh shoot, I'm forgetting. It's by Pat, and
I'm like, I have it somewhere in this room.
So they let us use the art. We emailed them originally to ask for permission to use some of their art in our social media, and they were super generous about that. They just wanted the proper credit to go to the artist. But the authors' names are Patrick Scalisi and Valerie Ruby Oman.
Yes.
And they sent us this email that I was really just pleased to get. They said, "Hi, Spooky Darlings. I just wanted to let you know that I listened to the episode and loved it. I especially love that you chose two lesser-known tales, the Blockheads and the Stratford Point Mermaids, to relate to listeners. Most exciting of all is the second sighting of the Blockheads that you uncovered. I'll have to look into that further." They said, "Mary Starr lived such an exceptional life, almost more interesting than this encounter she had. The more I learn about her, the more I came to respect her. Thanks again, Pat."
Aww.
So I'm sharing that email without permission, actually,
I don't think they'll mind.
From the author. I should have asked, but I don't think they'll mind. They were just very lovely and generous. We enjoyed coming across their book. We love encountering people that are interested in cryptids and spooky things.
Really great art throughout the whole book, and such great storytelling on each of the cryptids that they represented from Connecticut. So again, that's called Connecticut Cryptids by Pat. Would you say the names again, Emily?
Yes, I will. It was Patrick Scalisi and Valerie Ruby Oban.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Thanks, you guys.
I think they should continue to write more cryptid books about all the states. And if you guys could do it just in advance of each state we're doing, that would be helpful. So Delaware, real quick. We need Delaware within the next week. Just kidding. Really, really nice people. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. What do you think is the most popular Halloween candy? I want to see if you guys can guess it. Don't look it up. Just guess.
Do you mean like for trick-or-treating, or do you mean for like the season of Halloween?
For trick-or-treating.
Oh, for trick-or-treating.
Okay, so then it's not wax vampire teeth.
Okay. My family really loves Reese's.
All right, Reese's. And Emily, what do you think?
Honestly,
Peanut butter cups specifically.
I think that like you see so many people buy that Tootsie Roll Dots multi-pack.
Yeah, that's true. You
Could that
do.
be it?
Well, I'm going to tell you starting with the top 10. Okay. So 10, Skittles. 9, Sour Patch Kids. 8, Milky Way. 7, just a plain old Hershey's milk chocolate. 6, the Kit Kat, which is so fun to eat. I like to chew the chocolate off the edges and all the way around and then get to the wafer. 5, Twix, one of my favorites. 4, peanut M&Ms.
Yum.
I really feel like they should be higher up the list.
That's similar to Reese's.
3rd, Snickers. My top. Snickers is my favorite Halloween candy. 2nd, M&Ms, plain M&Ms, gross. They're just plain. They're just chocolate. I loved them as a kid though, and I guess Halloween is about the kids.
I do like to microwave them for like 4 seconds, and then the chocolate melts inside, and it's a little bit of a chocolate explosion in your mouth when you crunch through the hard shell.
That sounds nice. I might try that.
Yeah. Also try microwaving a donut.
And number 1, microwave a donut for 8 seconds. Number 1, Reese's peanut butter cup.
I did it.
And it actually breaks it down by state. So, Emily, you get to guess and do not look it up. What is the most popular candy in Texas?
Oh, you know what? Snickers.
It is Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh.
However, they have a category. So they have the 2 categories, most popular and unique pick. And Texas has a unique pick. And I don't know how they calculate the unique pick because I did not read that far into the article. Do you want to guess the unique pick?
I can't even.
It's Skittles.
Ooh.
All right,
doesn't
Haley.
feel very unique.
I know. They're not. Okay, Haley, you get to guess Oregon. Most popular?
Snickers.
And unique pick. No.
Oh, Reese's?
Yes.
Oh, I
Also
should have just
Reese's.
stayed with I should have just stayed with it.
Guess what Oregon's unique pick is?
Granola.
You would think because of like who we are as Oregonians.
Wait, hold on. Is it just separately toasted granola, separate packet of honey, and then a separate packet of like raisins, because that is not you manufacturing things, and then you put them all in your mouth and you squirt the honey in there.
Yes, we're saving on packaging. Yes. But
That's the unique pick. Thank you.
that was number 2. The first unique pick was dried morels. Just kidding. No. The unique pick was peanut M&Ms. Which I was thinking about it. If you're talking about
love peanut butter and
environmentally
chocolate.
friendly packaging, I would say M&Ms are kind of the most environmentally friendly because they're not really like in the plastic. They're in the like almost papery coated, like wax coated papery.
Guys, is that biodegradable? Let us know at thespookydarlings@gmail.com. Thank you.
Reese's, though, ended up being the top in the majority of the states. There were a few states like Hawaii and Idaho had peanut M&Ms as their top one.
I'm just hearing people love peanut and chocolate.
Yeah, Montana and Nebraska had regular M&Ms as their top, along with North Dakota and South Dakota. Both of the Dakotas love regular M&Ms. Utah loves peanut M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms was Utah's top candy and their unique pick. So I don't know what the unique pick was. And then Wyoming also had peanut M&Ms. Everyone else had Reese's as theirs. It was either M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, or Reese's as the top pick
Nice.
across the entire 50 states.
Well, everybody, good choices.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, I love Reese's.
Yeah, it's delicious.
But I like it when people hand out Almond Joys because I can take those without guilt from my children.
Gross. I
But
hate
usually,
I can't
I
take
hate those a lot.
I can't take those from without guilt from my kids because Zane loves those.
darn it.
That to me is like the grossest candy in the land.
You know what did not make the list? Biddo honey. Is that
That makes sense.
Is
That
Biddo
seems
honey
like a gross one to hand
grosser
out.
than Almond Joy?
I don't know, but do you remember the years that our mom and dad decided to hand out toothbrushes instead of candy because dad's a dentist and they thought it would be like,
Yes,
a
but-
welcome break from the candy.
The moms, every single mom was like eye contact and like, thank you. We'll be needing this. Then she'll be like, I'll take an extra.
And then some of the kids would just discard their toothbrushes along the sidewalk back out to the driveway
Yeah.
and street.
I trick-or-treated. Well, I did when my friend Lisa lived here, Lisa Rashid, I used to like hang out with her while she'd pass out candy because she has one of those neighborhoods where it's just like nonstop. And she would do like drinks because she said the kids were always thirsty. So she'd have like soda and like water bottles. And half of the kids were so sick of candy by that point and so sick of sweets that they would just grab a water bottle and chug. They were so thirsty.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really nice one.
Running around.
Just run around.
My super fun neighbor around the corner gives out little, what are they called? Those little teeny tiny shot size plastic liquor bottles.
To
They
the children.
give those out to the
for
adults, not to children. They give them. So if there's an adult with their child, they'll pass that to the adult. It's just kind of a fun little.
I think it's cute.
That is super fun.
Do you
Fun
remember
little thing
the
to do.
family that used to do homemade donuts and in Sunny Hill? And they would be like, you have to either be a grown up or with a grown up to get one, but you could like walk up and get a homemade maple bar.
Oh, that's fun. I just know last year for Halloween, Zane had so much fun running around your neighborhood just because like at the end of every cul-de-sac, there was just like the table of candy out. And then do you remember, Emily? He also declared, he's like, I should just live here.
Yeah. Well, no, tell them about his carry-on going home because that's my favorite story, probably in the world.
He hauled all of his candy home, and as he was like packing up, Emily, you go, hey Zane, you just grab any candy you want from our bowl, and I was like, that's okay, Emily. And I think you go something like, I can be a fun aunt.
And then he
took
put some in his duffel bag. He added to his
Yeah.
duffel bag, and then that was his carry-on, right?
Yeah.
Duffel bag full of candy. I bet the TSA was chuckling.
Oh my gosh, they laughed so hard because Zane's bag did get pulled. And then
Like something strange.
they
is in
opened
here.
his roller bag and they opened the bag inside of the roller bag. And I was like, it's all candy, officer. And he was like, good haul, kid. And Zane was just like,
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's so fun.
yeah, that was a fun trip.
Well, sisters, anything else?
Oh, I mean, the only thing I really did want to share with you guys is that I got a giant crystal and I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it, but I know that I'm going to like try to somehow manifest something or harness some kind of energy. I don't know how crystals work. I'm not a crystal wizard or a crystal genius, but I got a
You
big
can talk
pretty
to
one.
it. It'll
And I'm
store your
excited about it.
memories.
What kind of crystal is it?
I want
She
to say
said
it's
a big,
quartz.
pretty one.
Quartz, clear.
Yeah, it's like kind of whitish, clearish, and then
Show us a picture. Like post it on the socials.
sure thing.
Yeah, that sounds like quartz.
And I also got these. There was just cute vendor at a like Oktoberfest thing that we were at that was selling these plastic knife earrings with little dangly blood drops on the ends. I'll also post a picture. I wish I had the name of the vendor.
Fun.
She didn't have a sign and I didn't get a card. But it was super cute. Like just fun little murdery Halloween earrings.
You showed them
Love
to
it.
us, and I love them and envy them. I'm coveting them.
Yeah.
I want a pair. They're so cute. So if anyone else knows where to find some dagger earrings with little blood dripping, we want them. Anyway,
Email us at thespookydarlings@gmail.com to let us know.
yes, please do. Yeah, well, sisters.
Yes.
Well, you and I dressing up for Halloween. We should probably say what we're wearing. Haley and I are dressing up as the Australian twins that speak in unison. We will do
Speak in unison.
We do need to practice. And then the day after Halloween, I'm going to a Halloween party with my husband, and we're dressing up as Wayne and Garth. And he doesn't know yet that I get to be Wayne and he's going to be Garth.
Yes.
Perfect. I think that's going to be awesome. I don't know what I'll be. I've always got wigs and witch hats, and I mean that's probably my backup go-to if nothing else jumps out at me.
You could just wear your dagger earrings
Yeah.
Yeah. Witch hat with your dagger earrings.
and be like,
That's
what
right.
are you? You're like, obviously a murderer. Do you not see my earrings?
I'm a murder witch. Get out of here.
A murder witch.
Scram if you don't know. Okay. Well, thank you so much for listening to the Spooky Darlings. Don't forget about our sticker promotion. You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at the Spooky Darlings Podcast. And if you have any questions, corrections, comments, or spooky stories of your own, send them over to thespookydarlings@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this episode, please take just 10 seconds to rate, review, and follow wherever you listen to podcasts. It really helps us grow and keeps the spooky stories coming. Stay spooky, darlings. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
5 stars.
Before we disappear into the shadows, don't forget, we're still sending out vinyl stickers. Leave us a rating and review and email us proof to thespookydarlings@gmail.com, along with your mailing address, and we'll send you some spooky snail mail while supplies last. And if your heart is still mourning that tote bag, may we gently tempt your way toward our merch store at thespookydarlings.printful.me. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Thanks for listening. And as always, stay spooky.